For many years, first-time home buyers looking for lower down payment and a more lenient qualifications have turned to Federal Housing Administration, better known as FHA, in order to qualify for a mortgage. The U.S. government ensure those type of borrowers who otherwise may not have qualified for conventional loans. So before you go out there and try to get an FHA loans, there are definitely some pros and cons to consider. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Claude Charles. I'm a real estate agent and a loan officer in Atlanta. I release videos 3 times a week where I cover a range of topics from real estate, finance, and business. In this video, I will go over some pros and cons of getting an FHA loan. One of the pros of getting an FHA loan is you can get a low down payment with a low credit score. FHA require only a 3.5% down payment with a 580 credit score, and they even allow your employers, your family, and your close friends to actually gift you some of that money towards your down payment. Let's say you have a credit score that is lower than 580, so you still can qualify for an FHA loan. So they have a lower credit score with a higher down payment. Say for instance, if you have like a credit score range from 500 to 579, you can still qualify for an FHA loan. But the only thing is, instead of you putting a 3.5% down payment, you will have to put a 10% down payment. Even if you had some credit issues in the past, like bankruptcy, foreclosures, and whatever the case may be, you may still be able to qualify for an FHA loan. Another pro for FHA is a higher debt to income ratio. So debt to income ratio, basically what that is, we'll take your total monthly payment and we divide it by your total monthly gross income to come up with a number. For FHA, they can go as high as 43%, that's a requirement. But I've actually seen some lenders go over the 50% threshold as far as like the qualifications. So once again, depends on your situation. Once you speak with a lender, you may be able to qualify for an FHA loan even though your DTI may be a bit over the 43% that they required. One of the pros is housing options. FHA offer different options as far as like housing, single family housing, a condo, a multi-family unit, from 1 to 4 units. And one of the beauty about qualify as far as like if you're going to buy multi-units, you can use the rent to qualify as long you live in one of the unit for 1 year. So that is definitely a good benefit to getting an FHA loan. Lastly, another benefit as far as like a seller's contribution. As a realtor, a lot of time when I negotiate a contract for my clients, I always trying to get seller to contribute towards closing cost. Whereas a conventional loan, the seller can only contribute up to 3% towards closing cost. Whereas with FHA now, the seller can contribute up to 6% towards your closing cost. So definitely that's going to be helpful. Even if that money is more than what you need for your closing costs, you can apply whatever is left towards your down payment. So that's definitely a good benefit as far as like the getting like an FHA loan. But these are the pros, so definitely there are some cons as well to getting an FHA loan. So I'm definitely going to go over some of the cons that you need to consider before you get an FHA loan. So one of the cons for FHA is the lower loan limits. The FHA set loan limits based by county. So it depends where you live in the country. This may definitely impact the amount of house you can definitely get. Say for instance, if you live like a place like New York or LA, where it's like a high cost area, that definitely may impact as far as like the amount of mortgage. For this year 2020, I believe the limit ranged from like 331,760 to 765,600. That's something you definitely need to keep in mind as far as like the limit when it comes to an FHA loan. Another con when it comes to FHA, unlike conventional, it's only limited to your primary residence. If you're looking for an investment property, a vacation home, or any other type of housing, FHA will not allow you to qualify under those circumstances. So in order for you to get an FHA loan, it's for your primary residence. That means you have to live in the home. The only thing is, say for instance, if you were to buy a multi-unit, like a 2 to 4 units, as long as you live in one of the units, you can actually rent the other one, but you have to occupy one of the unit, because as your primary residence for it to qualify as an FHA housing. Another con is a lifetime mortgage insurance. Unlike conventional, once you reach a certain amount, like at least 20% equity, then the mortgage insurance comes off. FHA, on the other hand, that stays for the life of the loan. The only way you can get rid of that is to refinance that FHA loan into a conventional mortgage. So if you don't do that, then that mortgage insurance will stay for the life of the loan. If you have the loan for 30 years, you're gonna pay that mortgage insurance for 30 years. Definitely, it's a good loan to have, but you definitely need to consider the pros and the cons so you can make a decision based on where you are to see if that is a good product for your particular situation. If you guys find value in this content, please like, subscribe, and just share it with just one friend so I can continue to make similar topics for you guys.